Think about it for a moment. You're in a conversation. Perhaps it's with a colleague, a friend, or even in an online class. You want to respond naturally in English, but the words hesitate somewhere in your mind. You're not just speaking, you're mentally running through a checklist. Is this grammar correct? Did I pronounce this word right? Will they understand me? What if I make a mistake? Sound familiar? That mental loop is overthinking, and it's one of the most common obstacles for English learners at all levels, even advanced ones. Here's the truth: overthinking kills fluency. It turns speaking into a performance rather than communication. It makes every sentence feel heavy, every pause feel noticeable, and every error feel catastrophic. I've seen it countless times with students around the world, from engineers in the Netherlands, university students in Malaysia, to teachers in the UK. Their English knowledge is strong, their vocabulary is solid, but the moment they have to speak, their brains slow down. It's not lack of skill, it's overthinking. In today's episode, I'm going to show you practical strategies to stop overthinking, retain your brain, and speak English more confidently. By the end, you'll have a step by step approach to free your speech and let your English flow naturally without mental roadblocks. So grab a notebook, take a deep breath, and let's dive in. Before we solve the problem, we need to understand it. Overthinking in English speaking comes from three main sources. 1. Fear of making mistakes. 2. Perfectionism. And 3. Overanalysis of language rules. Let's explore each. Fear of making mistakes. This is the most common cause. Imagine you're speaking and every sentence comes with a mental warning. If I say this wrong, they'll think I'm stupid. This fear is natural. After all, English isn't your first language. Mistakes can feel embarrassing, especially if you've faced judgment before, but here's the hidden problem. Your brain interprets speaking itself as risky, so it slows you down. Pauses get longer, sentences get shorter. Sometimes you don't say anything at all. I had a student, Lena, who had lived in the UK for a year. She could understand everything in class but refused to speak during discussions. One day she admitted, "I know the words, but I'm scared of saying something wrong." We started small. I encouraged her to make one small sentence a day without worrying about mistakes. Slowly, she realized mistakes didn't mean failure. They were part of communication. 2 months later, she was contributing confidently in group discussions, often more fluently than classmates who never hesitated. Fear of mistakes is learned, and it can be unlearned. Perfectionism. Perfectionism is a close cousin of fear. It's the voice in your head that says, I must say it exactly right. I must sound like a native speaker. I must use perfect grammar. Sound familiar, right? This voice is a fluency killer. Here's why. English isn't about perfection. It's about effective communication. Fluency is about being understood, not impressing someone with flawless grammar. A student of mine, Jamal, had a PhD in engineering. His English was excellent, but he spent 30 seconds constructing every sentence. In a meeting, while others spoke freely, he froze. I asked him to ignore grammar for one sentence and just communicate his idea. The sentence was simple, imperfect, but his colleagues immediately understood him, and he realized something profound. Communication works without perfection. Overanalysis of language rules. Many learners overthink because they're constantly checking grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, or word order. This inner editor is active even before the sentence is out of their mouth. The result? Hesitation, self correction, and loss of natural flow. Here's the truth you must internalize. You can't self edit fluency in real time. Editing belongs in writing. Speaking belongs in thinking and communicating. When you overthink, several things happen. Pauses get longer. Your speech sounds hesitant. Sentences get shorter. You simplify ideas unnecessarily. Confidence drops. You avoid speaking altogether. Vocabulary is underused. You default to simple, safe words. Overthinking transforms natural speech into calculated speech, which sounds unnatural even if your English knowledge is strong. Fluency isn't about having a perfect accent or grammar. Fluency is the ability to convey your ideas without mental friction. When overthinking disappears, your English begins to flow naturally. The first step is radical acceptance. Mistakes happen. Imperfect grammar is normal. Hesitation is part of learning. Acceptance removes fear. It tells your brain it's safe to speak now. Record yourself saying 5 sentences in English about your day, intentionally using imperfect grammar or pronunciation. Listen back without judgment. Notice that your sentences are understandable. That's the point. Clarity beats perfection. I suggested this to a student who refused to answer even simple questions in class. After 1 week of this exercise, he said, I realized people understood me even when I didn't say everything perfectly. That's a huge relief. Another powerful technique. Shift your focus from the words to the message. Instead of thinking, which verb tense should I use? Think, what do I want to say? Your brain has 2 systems in conflict. 1. Speaking fluently, communication mode. 2. Editing grammar, editor mode. If editor mode dominates, you'll never speak naturally. The goal is to suspend the editor mode temporarily. Here's the practical tip. Before speaking, take a breath. Think of the main idea. Speak freely using simple words first, then refine later if needed. A student, Fazin, was preparing for a job interview. He spent 10 minutes rehearsing each answer, memorizing perfect sentences. During practice, he froze every time he deviated. I suggested he ignore perfect sentences and just focus on expressing the idea. The next day, he spoke clearly, naturally, and confidently in the mock interview. Ideas drive communication. Words are tools. Overthinking often happens when learners form sentences word by word. The solution? Learn ready-made chunks, such as, I see your point, but could you explain that again? Or, in my opinion, chunks reduce cognitive load. Instead of forming a sentence from scratch, your brain retrieves a pre-made pattern and plugs in new words. Here's a mini exercise. Write down 10 common chunks. Use them in 5 sentences each, and repeat aloud daily. This trains your brain to speak without translating or overanalyzing, building confidence and speed. Controlled pressure helps silence overthinking. Set a timer. Speak about a topic for 1 to 2 minutes continuously. Don't stop, pause, or correct yourself. Record and listen later. The reason it works is because your brain learns that mistakes are okay and that communication can continue even under imperfection. A student was terrified of speaking to native colleagues. We started a daily 2-minute talk challenge about anything. After 3 weeks, she reported, I can now participate in team calls without my mind freezing. Even if I say something slightly wrong, I just keep going. After speaking, reflection is key, but without harsh self-criticism. Ask yourself, did I communicate my idea? Not, did anyone misunderstand me? If yes, why? What phrase or chunk can I use better next time? Notice that reflection focuses on improvement, not failure. I once coached a student who would obsessively review every word she said. After introducing this reflection method, she learned to spot small improvements without obsessing over mistakes. Her fluency and confidence skyrocketed. Here's a simple daily routine you can follow. 1. 5 minutes chunk practice. Repeat ready-made chunks aloud. 2. 5 minutes idea-focused speaking. Speak about a topic freely, ignoring grammar perfection. 3. 5 minutes, record a short monologue, 1 to 2 minutes about your day or thoughts. 4. 5 minutes, reflection. Write or note 1 to 2 improvements. Total 20 minutes, enough to retain your brain consistently. A student preparing for IELTS started this routine. Within a month, her speaking felt smoother, faster, and less stressful. Overthinking no longer froze her responses. And you know what? She got a band score of 8 in speaking. Here are some pro tips for you guys. 1. Use content you enjoy. Speaking about topics you like reduces mental friction. 2. Start small. Even 5 minutes of focused speaking is better than 30 distracted minutes. 3. Repeat daily. Fluency builds with habit, not sporadic effort. And 4. Celebrate small wins. Each smooth sentence is progress. Overthinking is normal, but it doesn't have to control your English speaking. Accept imperfection, focus on ideas, use chunks, practice under pressure, and reflect without judgment. Here's your challenge. Spend 20 minutes daily speaking freely using chunks. Record yourself and review gently. Notice how your fluency improves. And remember, fluency isn't about perfection. It's about speaking with confidence, clarity, and flow. Stop overthinking. Speak freely, because your English will thank you. If this episode helped, share it with a friend struggling with overthinking in English. Subscribe to LinguaFox Radio Podcast for more practical tips to speak English naturally, confidently, and fluently.